When I think of the word hood, I think of a person, a place, and perhaps even a thing. I'm Sir Creepsta, and welcome back to Muhlenberg County Ghost Stories from the Hood. So, sit back, relax, grab up some snacks, and be terrified by yet another ghost story from the Hood. Tonight's tale of terror is entitled, The Girls Are Back in Town. It was a rainy Wednesday night when Deacon Jones was doing some last-minute tidying up around the church. The prayer service had been let out early due to the severe weather. As Deacon Jones walked down the church pews, straightening up the Bibles and placing fans in the slots that needed them, he briefly thought he had heard what sounded like children's laughter coming from outside of the church. It was 8:45, and he knew very well that the children of the small community were usually home at this time, most likely in bed. But as he continued walking the aisles of the pews, it became crystal clear to him that what he was hearing was undoubtedly the sounds of children's laughter. So he stopped what he was doing and went to the church's front door to see if he could locate the source of the laughter. And what he saw when he opened the front door sent goosebumps up and down his entire body. On the afternoon of July 12th, 1976, the local church hosted its annual Vacation Bible School. There were roughly 30 kids from the ages of 6 to 17 in attendance. The children were placed into two separate groups according to their age. The 6 to 12-year-olds in one group and the 13 to 17-year-olds in the other group. At around 1 p.m., the group of the 6 to 12-year-olds was taken by their two church members and charged them outside to take a break from the classes and enjoy themselves by swinging, playing games, or just simply taking in the summer fresh breeze. After about 30 minutes of playtime, one of the church's leaders blew a whistle letting the kids know that playtime was over and it was time to go back inside the church and finish up the day. But once inside the church, the kids went back to their assigned teachers, and it was then that one of the teachers, Sister Clark, realized that 3 of the girls in her class had not returned from the break with the other kids. The missing children were 6-year-old Tiana, 7-year-old Marissa, and 7-year-old Sierra. This put the leaders of the Bible school into complete panic mode as they fled outside in desperation and began trying to locate the missing girls. After about an hour of searching, and without no sign anywhere of where the girls could be, the church members were forced to get the local police involved. Around 2:15 p.m., Sergeant James Johnson and 2 other officers arrived at the church and began taking down the information from the 3 church leaders and a few of the kids who had possibly seen the girls last. By now, word had spread to the parents of the missing girls, and an all-out search party was formed. The police and members of the community searched for hours for the missing girls, but not a clue anywhere could be found. It was as if they simply vanished from the face of the earth. Posters of the missing 3 girls were printed and posted throughout the city, as well as in the surrounding towns. August and September came and went, and still no sign of the girls. October rolled in, and by now the parents of the people of the small town, as well as local police, had begun to give up searching for them, and the case went cold. But on October 15th, the case would catch a huge break thanks to Deacon Jones, who was also the groundskeeper of the local cemetery. While straightening up the flowers on a couple of headstones in the back of the cemetery nearest to the woods, he thought for a second that he heard the faint sounds of children's voices coming from the woods. So he immediately stopped what he was doing and went into the woods and tried to locate where the sounds were coming from. By now it was pitch black outside, and the only light he had was from the Zippo that he had in his front pocket. As he slowly walked through the woods, the sounds of the girls laughing seemed to take it deeper and deeper into the woods, until they finally came to a clearing in the woods, and the laughter stopped. As he continued to walk further into the clearing, he stopped dead in his tracks, for right before his eyes was what appeared to be an old well. He walked up to the well and shined his Zippo over into it, and to his surprise, at the bottom of the well lay what appeared to be a pile of bones. The groundskeeper stopped what he was doing and went to alert the local authorities about this discovery. Soon after, the woods were flooded with local and county law enforcement, the fire department as well as the county coroner, and the bones were removed from the well. It didn't take long to figure out who the remains belonged to. They were the remains of Tina, Marissa, and Sierra. Not long after their discovery, the three young girls were given a proper burial, and the haunting stopped. But to this day, the killer was never caught, and justice for the three girls was never gotten. Hope you enjoyed the story tonight. I'm Sir Creepsta, and like always, until next time, stay terrified.